Win your next listing in 5 easy steps. You're a real estate agent right now. You're out there and you're going after these expired listings, these canceled listings, these listings that the sellers, they want to sell, but because of the market condition, they're afraid to have anybody in the home. They're afraid to sell, but they want to sell, and you're going after them. How can you ensure that when you go on your next listing appointment, you are the agent that they choose? You're winning that listing. I'm going to show you just how to do that. My name is Paul R. Atkinson, your real estate coach, and in this video I'm going to show you 5 easy steps that you could do to ensure that you win your next listing appointment and everyone after that. So before we get started, look in the description of this video and you're going to find a link that you could use to help build your selling skills on getting the seller to not only listen to you and like you, but to trust you and move forward with you and only you. Also, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and please be sure to give a thumbs up on this video. So here it goes. Step 1. What do you have to do in 5 easy steps to win that next listing appointment? Start with number 1. And step number 1 is for you to get connected with that seller. Make sure you get that seller to listen to you, to like you, and to want to work with you. How do you do that? Use the mirroring technique. Use the association technique. You know, since the 90s, I've been using this technique to build rapport with my prospects in 60 seconds or less, sometimes in 15 seconds. Yes, I'm a master at it now. You can be too. In the description of the video, click on the link, the 5 steps of the sale. You're going to learn just how you could start practicing to improve on your selling skills. That's going to cause your prospects, your sellers, and your buyers to not only want to do business with you, but to want every one of their friends and their family to do business with you. Amazing. So step 1 in these 5 easy steps is for you to get connected with the seller using those techniques, getting them to like you, listen to you, trust you. Another part in this step 1 is for you to ensure that you ask powerful questions. When you're asking powerful questions, these are questions that give that seller the opportunity to tell you exactly what they want, what they need, and what their DBM is, their dominant buying motive. What is the feeling behind selling this house and just seeing themselves away from it, gone on to the next step? That's how you ask powerful questions. In the description, connect with me and I'll practice with you, I'll role play with you on how to ask powerful questions on your next listing appointment. So step 1 in 5 easy steps to get your next listing is, number 1, you've got to connect with that seller. You have to make sure that they like you and they are feeling connected with you. Step 2 is for you to make that seller curious. You want to make the seller interested in hearing what you are going to do for them to sell that house. So it's pretty easy, guys. In step 1, you're really getting them to like you, to trust you. You're getting connected. You're finding out what they want, meaning you find out why they want to sell this house, where they want to go from there. You're determining that and why and how it's going to make them feel. Then in step 2, you start to use verbal bridges to say, hey, I understand what you want. You want to sell because you need to go to Nebraska and it's going to be good to be closer to mom or whatever. I understand that, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, and I understand that's going to make you feel real good. Well, I have a way of how I'm going to market this house because I've done it before, this same model. You see, you want to make them interested or curious of how you're going to do it. And that's step 2, creating that curiosity, that interest, to make them say, hey, okay, you're going to sell my house and how are you going to do that? Now, that's step 2. You got to create some curiosity here. Step 3 is for you to present to the seller how you are going to sell the house. This is step 3. You're going to go in and take your laptop or CMAs or whatever it is that you do, and you're going to have your powerful presentation. That presentation begins with you and how you look and how you present yourself. So remember that. Click in the description of the video, connect with me, we'll talk about it, we'll role play. Also, look in the description of this video and you're going to find a link that's going to help you to do an effective listing presentation. So we're in step 3 and we're now presenting to the seller. How we present in this is important. You got to look good, you got to feel good, and you've got to make sure it's around what they're wanting to do. They want to sell the house, yes, but they want to sell for a particular price and they want to see it go in a particular way. So you have to speak their language and make sure that you're doing that in the most effective way. You understand them. When you give your presentation, use visual, use audio. Use everything that you know would apply to that seller. That's very important. So that's number 3, step 3. Step 4 is for you to confirm with the seller that what you are providing in your presentation will meet their goals, will satisfy them. And that's when you use a verbal bridge to say, okay, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, based on all that I'm going to do here for you, the international platform, whatever it is that you're going to do, how do you feel about my work to get this done? Ask that question. That's a powerful question. And then finally, step 5 is you have to know when to close. That's the secret to closing. You need to know when to close. And you should always take your listing agreement with you in your hand, in your briefcase. Be ready. Pre-fill it out already. Be ready to go, because if they answer yes, yeah, we feel like you could do it, Paul, you could do it, John, Sarah, whatever. Be ready to say, okay, wonderful, let's get started today. And here you go. You just sign initial right here. Move them forward. So remember, review these steps, rewind this video, stop, pause, click in the description of the video, and look for the 5 steps of the sale. That's going to help you to build your selling skills and make sure when you go to your next listing appointment, you're the winner. Yes, until next time, I've got to run. This one is pretty short, but it's sweet and on point. 5 easy steps of how you could win your next listing. Just remember that. Go over them again. Get connected, make them curious, show them what you're going to do for them, confirm that they realize that you're going to what you're going to do for them, and ask them, do you realize what I'm going to do for you? And they repeat it. Bam. That's how you kind of move into the closing part. Nice! Until next time, it's always a pleasure. I'll see you real soon. Let's go get him, Tiger.